the amount of pressure that we put on our children. You must pass your exams. Jameni, saa ingine mtoto hata akiwa kwa likizo hapumziki. Tuition, sijui nini. Fanya hii. The child does not even have an opportunity to grow as a child.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Turning the Mirror. I'm your host, Owuth Kaboko, and today we are diving into a topic that has been a hot debate across Kenya, the CBC, which stands for Competency-Based Curriculum. We are going to unpack what CBC is, why it was introduced, why some people believe it's better than the old 844 system, and the challenges holding it back.
Are we then surprised when we put all this pressure that we start to see depression on the rise, that we start to see all these abuses also on the rise? Na mtu akimaliza unaambiwa lazima upate degree, lazima utaenda university. Hata kama ni kulipa nitalipa, nihonge nani mtoto wangu aingie university. Akiingia university hata qualifications hana.
I know we had a debate as a country for a while about where we were going with our education.
Let's turn you into a CBC expert in just a few minutes.
Jameni, let us work together and arm our children with the skills and nurture the talents that God has given them, as opposed to imposing on them what we think they should be.
CBC is Kenya's latest educational curriculum. It focuses on building skills, attitudes, and values in learners. It is not just about passing exams anymore. It is about preparing students for life. Think of it as the difference between learning how to solve a math problem on paper and actually applying that knowledge to solve your household budget. Teachers observe creativity and innovation in art, music, or project-based tasks. They provide detailed feedback rather than just scores, highlighting what the learner has done well and areas that need improvements. Students are grouped into categories based on mastery of skills, not ranks. Common descriptions include exceeding expectation, meeting expectation, approaching expectation, and below expectation. CBC starts at pre-primary 1 and goes up to senior school, which is grades 10 through to 12. Along the way, learners explore diverse subjects, engage in hands-on projects, and specialize in their areas of interest. The emphasis is on problem solving, creativity, teamwork, and innovation. The goal: to create all-rounded individuals who can thrive in the 21st century world. And why do we replace the 844 system? The 844 system, introduced in 1985, served us for over 3 decades. While it had its strengths, it became clear that it was outdated. 844 emphasized memorization and passing exams, but it left many learners unprepared for job market or real-life challenges. Remember how we would cram facts that we will later forget after the exams? That was 844 in a nutshell. Now, CBC flips the script. It's learner-centered. The child doesn't have to excel in everything. They can thrive in areas where they're naturally gifted, be it music, coding, or in agriculture. Instead of ranking students by grades, CBC evaluates them based on skills they've mastered. It is like planting seeds on right soil for each seed to grow its best. Think of the animal kingdom. A fish should not compete in a in tree climbing. It is great at swimming. A lion won't win a flying competition, and an antelope isn't suited for a hunting contest. Another win, CBC emphasizes on parental involvement. Parents are partners in education, helping kids with projects and guiding them through real life skills. But let's be honest, CBC has faced its fair share of criticism. Here is what people are saying about CBC. Parents, they complain that CBC is expensive. They are buying endless materials like manila papers to glue. It feels like it's a hidden tax. Teachers say that they were not adequately trained to implement CBC. It's like being handed a race car without knowing how to drive it. And students, especially in rural areas, don't have access to resources like tablets or access to internet. That puts them at a disadvantaged position. And let's not forget the constant restructuring has left everyone from teachers to parents confused. What exactly is expected of us? These are valid concerns, but does that mean that CBC is a failure? Absolutely not. Growing pains are normal in any major reform, and they show us what needs improvement.
I think we engaged close to 20,000 parents in formulating and straightening the challenges that were there with CBC. I am very proud to announce to the country that all the challenges that we had with CBC have now been sorted out. And our children can learn knowing very well where we are all going, and parents should be sure what is happening to their children.
What can we do to make CBC fit for everyone? Here are my thoughts.
You and I.
Invest in teacher training. Teachers are the backbone of this system. Let's empower them with proper training, resources, and ongoing support. Number 2, simplify guidelines for parents. Not every parent is an educator. Schools and the government should create simple guides to help parents understand their roles without making them feel they're overwhelmed with what is done with the CBC. And number 3, we should address equity issues. Rural and marginalized areas need special attention. Let's provide schools with adequate resources from textbooks to digital tools. Number 4, we should improve public awareness campaigns. The Ministry of Education and the community leaders should explain CBC in simple terms. People fear what they don't understand. Let's demystify it. Number 5, reduce costs for parents. Not every family can afford constant materials. The government should subsidize these costs or find a budget-friendly alternatives. In short, we need collaboration, transparency, and a consistent effort to make CBC the success it's meant to be. As we wrap up, let me say this. Change is hard, but it's necessary. CBC has the potential to transform Kenya's educational system into one that creates thinkers, innovators, and problem solvers. But that to happen, we all need to play our part. Parents, teachers, the government, and yes, even you, the citizen. That is it for today's episode of Turning the Mirror. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel Desert Mamba Productions, the DMP, for more enlightening content. Let's keep the conversation going. What are your thoughts on CBC? Drop a comment or send us an email. The link is attached below. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep listening to Turning the Mirror podcast, turning you into the best version of yourself. Take care.